Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here. This is Fans Pick episode number 6, and this would be the episode that gives the results to last week's question that I posed. Also, even when I try to be early, I am always late. I was actually going to film this video Sunday night, but I ended up spending the night in the ER, not for me, for a family member, and I didn't get around to it on Monday because I had to take one of my daughters to have a stent removed from her tear duct. Sounds like fun. Sure, she didn't have fun. But everything's good now, so thumbs up. Alright, so last week's question I posed was, what was your second favorite toy line from your childhood? So if Transformers was your number one toy line as a kid, what was your second? So after Transformers, you got tired, bored playing that, what did you play the most next? So I got lots of responses to that video, but before I get to the results, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that bell icon to be notified of all videos. So I'm going to pose next week's question. I'll repose this question again at the end of this video, which you can start answering in the comments below once I pose it, is which Transformers character has the best voice? Now that can be from any animated series or even the Michael Bay live action movies or even the Travis Knight one. So you can give me any character. It can be one, and it can be many. Just give me your favorites. I mean, I don't expect a list of 50 characters you love. Like, I like G1 Blitzwing. I like G1 Starscream. Well, hell, Michael Bay Starscream wasn't bad. No, you can give me a lot. Just don't give me too many. And I guess when I say a lot, not too many, I guess 5 tops would be good. You know? But so in any series, G1, Beast Wars, Beast Machines. The Unicron trilogy, which animated Prime, Cyberverse, Robots in Disguise, Robot Heroes? The one in East Command, the hub. That's the one for little kids. You even give me the Machinima series, Combiner Wars, Titans Returns. Give me those. You can give me the live action films, any voices. So if you like Beast Wars Megatron, you liked animated, Megatron, whatever, just give me whatever. And that's next week's question. So on to the results from last week's question. What was your second favorite toy line from your childhood? And I got a good number of responses. I got a lot for certain ones, so I'm only going to really bring you a top 5 list this time, because going to top 10 is really going to be stretching it, because a lot of things were just tied with the same amount of choices. But there were pretty much 4 of them that got a lot. We were named a lot. But I went ahead and added the last 5th one because it was named more than the others. And top 5 sounds better than a top 4 list anyway. So we're going to break this one down. At number 5 was Lego. That one actually surprised me. I forget about Lego a lot. It was something I played with a lot as a kid. It's just as I got older, I never thought of it that way, because I think I had about a 2-year period where Lego was something I really played with. But nowadays, Lego is this big collector's thing. You get all these big things from movies, and you put them together, and your intent is probably never to take it back apart and rebuild it later. People, they craggle that crap together. They go, it's going to be glued and just sitting on a shelf or sitting in a case, sitting somewhere in bed next to me. I don't know. But they're expensive, hella expensive, and it's something I really can't afford nowadays to really get into Lego. Some of my kids like Lego, but they're not into it that way. And so that one surprised me. I was surprised they got as many as it did, but it wasn't a lot like the others. But it was up there and beat out a lot of things I thought would get more votes. I'll probably just mention those later. Number 4 was Mask. Now this is something I wasn't actually really into. Surprisingly, I had a friend who was really into Mask, had all the vehicles and places. When I'd go there, I'd play that. I think it's cool, but it wasn't Transformers cool. I still like the Transformers for my vehicles, and because there's robots with it. And I liked, like G.I. Joe, because that was my people thing. But Mask is sort of like just taking that and just mushing it together. It was a cool concept. Number 3. Masters of the Universe. He-Man. But yeah, I had a lot of He-Man. I had the Castle of Grayskull. I had all the characters, not all, but I had a lot of the characters. Ram Man, Man at Arms, Many Faces, Skeletor. All I did have. I didn't have Tila, or the Sorceress. Yeah, I don't have to get into all the characters, but He-Man was one of the things. I watched the cartoon. Yes, I even went back then as a kid. I found Orko annoying, and it was, watching it now, you realize, man, that is pretty. The animation and all that is just like, it's not that great. It was a cool concept, living the fantasy. Good cartoon when you're a kid, and then of course they went off and made that live action film. That is something I still watch to this day, just because it is bad, but it's something bad that I can sit there and watch and just kind of laugh at. So yeah, it's still entertaining in a this is bad kind of way, but not so bad that it just really annoys you. Number 2, G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Is that offensive? But G.I. Joe, that one, yeah, that was probably one of my top ones. I guess I'd say I had more G.I. Joe than I had anything else besides Transformers. Well, maybe not. I'll get to one of those and I'll mention later. But G.I. Joe, I loved all the figures, the characters they had, all the bios with them. They were cool. And there was something you can go into a toy store and it'd be pegs full of G.I. Joe, and they were not expensive. I love G.I. Joe. The cartoons were pretty good, especially back then. And nowadays, G.I. Joe is just not getting the love it needs to. I think a lot of that is just, I don't know if it's being politically correct, because you can't say a real American hero because you might offend somebody. I don't know. But it doesn't get the love it needs. It was cool concept, had some cool characters. I just kind of wish it would be more in the mainstream, just at least for the adult collectors. Now, number 1, it got the most picks. It was named the most. Star Wars. I figured probably knew this one. It actually only beat G.I. Joe by like 2. It was named 2 more times than G.I. Joe was. But Star Wars, I thought would kind of run away with a lot of it. Now, I know a lot of the prequels and now the sequels get a lot of hate. Now, the prequels got more hate back then, and now the sequels are like, oh, there's something new to hate. Let's hate on this. I still like the original trilogy probably more than any of the others. They are good films. Had lots of characters, so the toys were there's just tons of them. And they would make even the minor characters, the background characters in the toys, you're like, oh, cool. So you actually felt like you're completing a world collection, a whole universe of characters. And that was cool. And of course, every few years, they pop out some new ones, and you get a whole bunch of new Luke Skywalkers you've already got like a few years ago. And the Transformers, exact same way. Optimus Prime in Siege, Optimus Prime in Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime in Earthrise. You're just gonna boom, boom, boom. And so you get the characters a lot. And each one is sort of improves on the other, but I think Star Wars figures, in a way, for me, have now taken a step back. All the new ones for the Rise of Skywalker. If you're not buying the vintage carded or the Black Series, they have made them to be more cartoonish for the figures, and I couldn't always afford the expensive ones, so I'd buy those just to have them, the regular 3/4 inch figures on my shelves, and it would fit. I can't buy these other ones to fit in that collection because they're I think they're a little bit bigger, but 2, they just totally have a different style. So, but I think Star Wars is taking a step back, and I know people blame like The Last Jedi or Solo and stuff for hurting the franchise, and Disney for ruining it and whatever. That's up for that's another kind of video for another time. Now, I'm going to throw out some other toy lines that I was surprised did not make the top 5. Now, I was surprised Lego beat Teenage Ninja Turtles. It was right behind Lego, but not close enough. If it was closer, I probably made it top 6. Just throw it in there. Other things didn't get a lot of loving. Thundercats, Voltron didn't get really any love. Power Rangers didn't get much love, which I was surprised by that one as well. Also, something that was not even named was like Hot Wheels. I thought some people would love Hot Wheels. It didn't get. It was mentioned one time. I don't know if people would just stick more to the action figure line, but Lego was in there. Even Nerf got a mention. But yeah, so those were the ones. Top 5. Number 5, Lego. 4, Mask. 3, He-Man, Masters of the Universe. 2, G.I. Joe. And number 1, Star Wars. And that could be any Star Wars line because they've been around since forever. And I'll reiterate the question for next week's video, and that is, who or what are your favorite Transformer voices of all time? Like I say, it could be from any series, from G1 all the way up to Cyberverse on now. It could be from any of the live action movies, from Transformers 2007 to Bumblebee from 2018, I believe that, 2018. So it could be any one of those. I would like to see your choices for that. There's some characters, there's some voices that are just so iconic that you kind of, they're just in your head. But also that would depend on when you grew up. And that's the fun of this series, that the Transformers is so many series that, you know, everybody who grew up has their own G1. So you can leave your answer or your choices down in the comment section below. You can also, I will post this on my YouTube community spot, and so it'll pop up in your feed. If you're subscribed to me, you can leave your answer there. I'll also post this on my Facebook and as well on my Instagram, so you can leave your answers there if you want to. So you can follow me at Facebook and Twitter at Soundwave8084. At Instagram, you can do it is at Soundwave_8084_reviews. So I'm going to say thanks for watching this video. I have some reviews lined up for this week. I have Siege, so I don't know if I'll get the videos out today, I'll get another one today, but coming out Wednesday and on, I'll do the Black Mamba, number 5, the B&B Dinobots. I was going to have at least the Grimlock episode out this week, and I also got Siege Rumble and Ratbat, and I have lots of accessories and add-on kits from Matrix Workshop, thanks to tfsafari.com. So those videos will be coming out starting today, and hopefully I'll try to get one out every day. Can't guarantee it, but I'll try to run it throughout to next week. And when I say thanks for watching this video, like I said, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share if you want to. Peace out.